Alright. Hi everyone. Rainbow Brite here, Wisp here. And today I'm going to talk about my new film and drawing film and if it's going to happen or not, or is it only a saga and tale. Now, back in 2024, while it was the 40 years that I've been around, but now this year would make 41 years. Now, during this time, Hallmark, I guess, worked out some deal, I guess, with original films, their first films, to make a drawing show. But not only a drawing film, but also a drawing show. And beyond that, there is not any, there isn't any, you know, any news on when it will happen. There's not a month, there's not a date, there's not a year set for this to happen. So your guess is as good as mine. And there's also there's no news on who would be streaming it or broadcasting it. Now, a lot of folks in the Rainbow Brite followership are worried that it might not be handled the same way that Deep Glee handled the drawing show 9 between 84 YL to 9 between 86 YL. And are worried that after seeing the 2009 YL web show and after seeing the 24 between YL show, are worried that it will not come out well. Well, we don't know what will or will not happen in the upcoming. We don't know if my drawing show and drawing film will happen or how it will be shown. But we can't go on what ifs because the whole life is filled with what ifs. So, all right. First off, a lot of folks out there, I don't know if there's any truth to it or not. And yes, you can read a lot of things on the interweb, but a lot of folks tell you that, the interweb's all full of lies. Well, that's not true. The interweb does have some truth on it, truth out there, but you got to go through a lot of misleading and lies and made up things, to get to the truth. I don't know if my drawing show or drawing film is going to happen or when it will come out because that news hasn't been put out there. All we know is that Hallmark cards or Hallmark sheets in business made a deal with original films or first films, to what many websites say. And many websites say that the folks that made the Sonic the Hedgehog films for Sega, are going to make the Rainbow Brite drawing film, but also the drawing show, which I guess spins off from that. I don't know. And a lot of folks don't know if it's true or not. And to be honest with you, at this time, I don't know if there's any truth to it or not. Now, I know someone might say, well, you could always go on Hallmark's website. Yes, that is true. But I don't know if Hallmark's website is going to say anything about this. Now, many of these wisps play off on my name will tell you that Hallmark, along with Corolla, their writing tools, their casting tools arm, because they bought that business a long time ago, is working with original films or first films. And then it will tell you, that's all it will say, and then it will just give you a whole breakdown about Rainbow Brite, about my drawing film, drawing show, about, and about how it's 40 years and it's time for a new take on it or whatever. And all they'll tell you is that the folks that made the Sonic the Hedgehog films with Sega are going to make these ones. Now, keep in mind, I don't know if there's any truth to it, and we don't know, when it's going to come out, because as you know, there is no month, date, or year said. We don't know who's going to stream it, because they don't mention any of the sundry streaming websites out there or businesses that handle those kind of things. So we don't know if Netflix will get it, or Peacock will get it, or Paramount more, or Disney more, or Hulu, or we don't know. Your guess is good as mine. Or even Amazon through Amazon more, Amazon Prime Video, or Amazon Top Film. So we don't know. Will it be near to the Deke Darwing show, the one that Hallmark and Deke got a deal with to make, and from 9 between 84 YL to 9 between 86 YL? Your guess is good as mine on that one. Will there be dolls that get made from this new Darwing film, which also the Darwing show? Once again, your guess is good as mine on that one, because I don't know. But I would like to think that I would like to hope that I will get a Darwing show one day, or a Darwing film one day. And how would it look like? Would it be a live show with Darwing selves in it? As we all know, that's how the Sonic films are handled. Your guess is good as mine there. Will it be something like the new Mario? Would it be something like the Mario film that came out? And the new Mario film that's also set to come out, would it be something like that? I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. So your guess is good as mine. Only I would think that that I should have a new Darwing show and a new Darwing film, given to the grounds that everyone else has one. I mean, my good friend Strawberry Shortcake has had sundry Darwing shows and Darwing films over the years. You know, so many of them, it's hard to keep a reckoning of all of them. And so I would think that I would have one. And a lot of folks have fears and worries. They'll say, well, what if it's the 2009? What if it ends up being like the 2009 Mile web show, which I only saw some little clips from? What if it's the 24 between FYL one? Well, your guess is good as mine on that one, because I don't know what it will be like. So all we can do is just, have our fingers around, and just hope that it's true. But at the same time, you don't know if there's any truth to it or not until we hear from Hallmark and Original Films, our first films themselves, about all these things. We can only handle it as a saga, So that's just my thoughts on that. Tell me what you think. And also, don't forget, everyone, to like, share, playlist this film, and have a rainbow day.